Now, I know this video says how to get your man to lead, but here I'm just going to be sharing with you how you can get the men in your life to lead, right? So leading means that how you can get them to do things for you and how you can get them to actually really support you and help you and make your life easier. Now, so this can be your brother, your father, but the men in your life, right? The men that are currently in your life, and it can be your partner. The first thing is that if you have male figures in your life that are not leading, that are not taking the lead, going first, taking action, doing things for you, and really making your life very easy, right? And making you feel like you are really supported and helped. The truth is that somehow, in some way or shape, you are responsible for that, and you can actually inspire them, of course, to actually start leading. Now, this is not to say that you are going to be changing anybody, because you can't actually change anybody. But based on your own action and from the way that you respond and from the way that you do things, you can actually inspire these people and the men in your life to actually lead and lead you really well. Now, the first point is that if you are not receiving the support, like they are not leading you, they're not protecting you, they're not carrying stuff for you, they are not like just really making your life feel easy and feel like that little princess that you are, the truth is that in some shape or form, you are still operating in a kind of like wounded masculine energy. So wounded masculine energy is literally when a woman is in the mode of, I got it all figured out. I can take care of myself. I don't need help. And she has this shield that she puts up, right? This masculine shield that she puts up as a way of like protecting herself because she doesn't feel protected and she doesn't trust the masculine. So this can be because maybe in the past you were hurt by the masculine, or you were harmed, or you didn't feel safe, or you had to literally always be in your masculine energy to survive. But it is just you being at that place where you don't feel like you can let the masculine lead, like you don't trust his leadership. So the core wound here that you will have to heal is literally the core wound around letting other people lead you and trusting in other people's leadership. So if you had a father, or you had a father figure or a mother, or the masculine, someone who represented the masculine figure in your life in the past, who didn't lead you right, who actually led you, and maybe you were hurt in the process, or their leadership, you didn't trust it, or you did trust their leadership and it ended you where you didn't want, or their leadership wasn't really supported and firm, you're going to really find it really hard to trust the masculine and let them lead you, which is the first thing you have to do. You have to literally heal any wound that you have around the masculine, because when you have a wounded feminine, which is like you have a wound against the masculine, it is actually gonna like not only hurt you from actually, or stop you, sorry, from experiencing the support, the joy, and the love that the masculine can bring in your life. It is also going to stop you literally from actually having a healthy masculine relationship with your own masculine energy, your own internal masculine energy. Because like we know, the fact that you're a feminine woman and the fact that you are on this journey of fully being a woman who navigates this life with ease and grace doesn't mean that you are actually not going to need your own feminine energy to do things, to navigate life. Because the truth is that you need your masculine energy. You need, and everybody and everything in this world has the two energy, the feminine energy and the masculine energy. So like I always say, the masculine energy is literally the energy of the mind, the energy of the brain, the energy of the head. So this is the energy that talks about direction, logic, structure, that kind of like firm, strong, go energy. That is the masculine energy. Why the feminine energy is literally the body energy. So it's the energy of the heart, the love, the peace, the grace, and the energy of the womb, the firmness, the boundaries, the strength, the confidence. That is all feminine energy, right? So you can't now say you can't leave just as your head, and you can't also just leave just as your body. You need the head and the body in order to function properly. So the masculine energy is the energy of the head, and it's the energy of leadership, it's the energy of structure, it's the energy of provision, protection. It is the logic. And without this energy, this head energy, the feminine, which is the energy of the body, the heart, the joy, the peace, the playfulness, which is like the soft, what we call feminine energy, doesn't feel safe. And because she doesn't feel safe, she can't really fully express herself, be herself, and be at her highest potential and be at her best. So you actually need both the masculine energy in yourself and the masculine energy in another man in order to survive. So if you have not healed your masculine energy wound, what happens is that you are not going to trust when the masculine one to support you, because it's in some shape or form in your subconscious, you're going to think that they want to harm you, that they don't have you, or you're not going to trust that they have what it takes to actually lead you, because you, from your past, the masculine maybe wasn't able to lead enough. He wasn't able to make the right decision, make the right move, do bookings, for, arrange a dinner, prepare everything for your life to be easy. So you get in this mood where you're like, I need to be in control, I need to be in charge, and I need to get things done because I don't trust you. I don't trust your ability. So each time that you don't allow the masculine energy figure in your life to lead you, and you don't trust and surrender to their leadership, and this can also be God, because God, especially to most of us, are like a masculine figure. When you don't trust, you're literally saying that when you don't let them lead you and you don't surrender, you're literally saying that I don't trust that you can make the right decision for me. I don't trust that you know what you're doing, and I don't trust your intelligence. I don't trust your manhood. I don't trust your wisdom. I don't trust your I don't just trust you. So that is like the energy that you give each time that you actually resist to the leadership of the masculine. So the first thing that you need to do again is to heal this one. And the way you're going to heal this wound, and you can just do a journaling exercise, but most of these wounds are actually deeper and need some really like inner work to, and some trauma healing to actually transcend and heal and transcend from this limited and shield identity that you have put up for yourself all this while. And if that's the case, then you're going to need like deep inner work and inner healing, right? And then you can always reach out to me if you are ready to begin your inner healing journey to really heal your relationship with your feminine energy and your relationship with the masculine energy. Now, and one of the things that you can also do on your own is that you can start, right? And again, reach out to me via Facebook. The link is on this video down, the link for my messenger. Now, the next thing is that you can actually start the way you're doing this by asking yourself, what did I learn from the masculine figure in my life? And in what way did the masculine figure in my life that I trusted to lead me, I trusted to protect me, I trusted to provide for me, failed? So wherever the masculine energy failed in your life, that literally created like a wound, right? And a wound is literally something that happened on the inside of you when they did that thing, and that thing actually recorded in your subconscious and now is running your life on autopilot. So this literally means that if maybe you trusted your father's leadership in the house and your father wasn't able to, or your father said, okay, don't do this and do this instead, and when you did that thing, you actually had the wrong outcome. In that moment, you decided some things about the masculine, that I can't trust people to lead me. I can't trust people to tell me what to do. I can't trust that other people's, or the masculine is actually safe for me to rely and lean on. Or maybe you expected your dad to pick you up and your dad didn't pick you up and you felt like you were rejected. You're like, can't trust the masculine because they are not always going to keep up to their words and all of that. So all of these things from the past, though they may be little, because I always say trauma is not what happened to you, it's what happened in you, right? It's what happened on the inside, what changed on your inside when that thing happened. So though these things might seem little, they are really big. They are really, really big because they literally go on in your subconscious mind and control your life without you actually realizing. So the very first thing that you want to do is do that deep healing work. So ask yourself, what did I learn? In what way did I trust the masculine in my life to lead me and they didn't lead me right, right? So this could also be that if you had a single parent or one parent, or maybe your mom was both in your masculine and feminine structure. That is, she was a mom and a dad to you, and you didn't really grow up in a home where the masculine figure was there. You can also ask yourself, in what way did I actually uh, follow the leadership, or in what way did this lead the leadership of my mother? When I trusted it, it didn't really work out for me, or something like that, or it led me down the wrong path, right? So that is what you have to consider. Now, the second thing is that after you do that healing and you want to, you do this trauma and you release all the blocks, is that you want to stop initiating. So stop initiating. Now, you want to understand is that in every relationship that has to do with the masculine and the feminine, there need to be polarity. So polarity literally means that there needs to be like a charge, right? Like, for example, we know that in physics and in quantum physics, like attract, like unlike pair attracts, right? And like pair repel. So that is literally the law of, it's a universal law, and it's not just a scientific law. This is actually a divine law. So it is a divine law, and this is why God said two shall become one. For example, we are taking the scene of relationship, intimate relationship, or marriage here, because these are two unlike charges and pairs. So the masculine, let's say, is a positive, and the feminine negative. When there is polarity in a relationship, what is going to happen is that there's going to be attraction. And then when there's attraction, the masculine is going to naturally lead, because it is in his DNA to lead. Now, the men in your life, it shouldn't be a struggle for them to lead, because they are born to lead, right? They are born the head. They are born, like, that's why in the Bible, the illustration that the Bible gives, if you're religious in any way, is that the head, the man is the head. So the head there doesn't just signify like the physical head, it's signifying but the energy, because the energy of the head is logic, structure, leadership, provision, protection. So it is in your DNA. And if the man in your life is not leading, it's not because he doesn't have that capacity or that ability. Every man out there has the ability and the capacity to lead, because they are born like that. That is their strength, right? And every woman in this lifetime has the ability and the capacity to like follow and to be in her feminine energy and to be a princess, and for everything to be done for her. So if the man is not leading, for example, he's not like, okay, initiating, planning the date, deciding what you should do, creating like a structure around the house and in the things, like, if your man is not doing that, or he doesn't take initiatives, like, okay, let's do this, and you are the one who finds yourself all the time like, let's do this, let's go like this, let's do this, the probability that you have become unlike, like, you are in your masculine energy is high, and this actually is going to create like a repelling force between the two of you. So this means that you are literally becoming more of the positive charge, let's say, for example. And remember, in science and in physics, which is like a way of studying spirituality, is that like pairs repel. So the moment you start leading, the moment you start being in the energy of initiating, right? Like initiating the conversations, initiating the dates, planning the things, like, let's do this, let's do that, and let's do that. What that is going to happen is that your man, in order for the relationship to go on, right, there are two things that are going to happen. It's either the intimacy in your relationship is going to reduce, because now you're repelling each other, right? And you're like pairs. Or the next thing that is going to happen is that he is going to lean into his own feminine energy, because remember, everybody has a feminine and masculine energy in them. And then you are going to lead in order for that attraction to continue. So this literally means that the moment that you step in your masculine energy and you're leading the conversation, you're leading the dates, you're leading the what you should do, you're planning, you're telling, you're just in this boss mood, boss babe vibe, right? And this is very common for you, my entrepreneur ladies, because yeah, we are in the business, we have to lead, we have to, be like the boss babe and all of that. But when you bring that to the relationship, what happens is that he would then lean in his feminine energy just so that that polarity is created, because that without that polarity, it's going to be two men in the same house, and not like physically, but in the energy. And that is going to create a lot of conflicts. There's just going to be a lot of drama. So if he is actually a healthy man, he is going to lean in his almost feminine energy, and then you're going to lead. And what happens is that when you keep leading and you're going and you're in that boss mode, imagine, for example, that if you at work, you are already in that, leadership, boss move, and at home, you're still in that energy. What happens is that you end up burning out. You end up feeling tired because you are not feeling supported, right? And so it is your place to stop initiating, because when you stop initiating, when you stop leading, when you stop wanting, like planning, when you stop doing the things, the natural man in him is going to wake up. That is this is just the way it is. He is going to naturally just wake up and be like, I need to do this, because every man is wired for that. And they actually find pleasure in doing that. They feel like they get a sense of existence, a sense of purpose, a sense of worth, a sense of a why, a deeper why by doing that. So stop initiating and actually start leaning back and let him do the thing, right? And now the other way that you can inspire him is that you're going to ask for support. Now, the way you're going to ask for support, you're going to ask in the feminine way, right? And I'm going to do another video. I feel like I should do this on feminine communication, but you're going to do it in the feminine way. So you're going to use, in the feminine communication, I talked about this in the last video where I talked about receiving. So you can scroll down in the channel and you're going to see that video, or I'm going to link it in here. So in that video, I shared with you that the way that you communicate as a feminine is different. The way you ask for support is different. It's not like, please help me take out the trash. That's like you being like a mother, like, and that's being in the mothering energy. And the men don't like to be like another mother. They don't want you telling them what to do, because that is you trying to lead again. So the way you ask communicate and inspire him to lead is you use two things, right? I love to use one, desire. So you use the word desire, and then you use the word feel, because the feminine is the energy of feeling, and is the energy of play, is the energy of the body, right? And when a man is a healthy man and he really wants your relationship to go well, what is going to happen is that he is obviously going to meet and act to anything that you desire. Right now, we're talking about healthy people, not people who are psychopaths or wounded, hurt men. We mean like men who have done, who know what it means to be a man. So the way you inspire him to lead is that, and this can be for any man, okay? The way you inspire me, you're gonna use feminine communication to ask. So the way you are gonna ask him, it will be like something like, okay, let's say you want him to take out the trash for you. You are not going to say, babe, I really need, or like brother or whatever, or it could be your father or your brother, anybody. You're not going to say, the trash is really smelling. Check it out. You can simply tell him that, oh my God, I feel really, let's say I feel really uncomfortable with the trash that is there, right? Like for something like that. And it will feel really good to have it taken out. You're not telling saying him to him. So this could be your brother. Remember, you can say, oh my God, I feel really bad with the trash around, and it feel really good having it taken out. Or you can say, oh my God, I really desire to have a soft, sweet smell in this room. It feels really bad that the trash is that, right? So what you're doing is that you're not telling him that go take out the trash. You're literally putting a desire out there, and then you're letting me act on it. And the why this is important is because men love to be heroes of the story. Men don't like being told what to do, and they don't like when it seems like it is your idea that they are doing what they are doing. They like that it is their idea. So what you're doing by that is that you are actually expressing how you feel, which is like the main thing of feminine energy, feeling, not I think, because I think is masculine, I feel is feminine. Now, the way you're going to the way you do that is you're going to express that like that. And then when he does that, he actually is going to feel good about himself because he thinks that it is his idea. Like all this why this was my idea. This was my idea. I did this for her. I actually went ahead and led. Like, but when you tell him, it's like you are literally saying that you are not man enough. You can't see things. You can't do things on your own. I need to tell you what to do. And that is how the male brain takes it. And that is how the male brain feels, right? So this is pretty easy, but it's funny, but it's very powerful. So that is how you're going to communicate. So ask for support. Stop thinking that you can do everything on your own. Like the masculine is here to support you. The masculine is here to make your life easy. The masculine is here to protect you. So you can lean back and enjoy life and be in your feminine flow and create from a place of groundedness, peace, calm, and relaxation. You don't have to create from that place of like anxiety, jumping. I need to take care of this. Oh, I've got my, no, you can be relaxed. You can actually lean back and infuse peace that is undescribable because you have the support that you need. And this is, again, you don't have to be in a relationship to experience this. This is about all the men in your life. It could be your brothers, your friends, male friends, your sisters, sorry, your father, but any male figures in your life, they love to help you. They are here to support you. They are literally here to make your life easy. And yes, it's good to be like maybe feminist, do your own things, make your own money and do, yeah, it's good because of course, there's a whole generation that was liberated where women didn't have right, but you have to realize that you can let the man support you. You can let the man lead you. You can trust his leadership. You can trust that he is gonna lead you. And if he makes a mistake, you are gonna reroute. That is how it is. So that is how you let the man in your life lead. And then the last thing is that you have to be able to receive well whatever they do. So receiving, again, you're gonna watch the video. I talked about receiving, right? And I'm gonna link that in the comment here. So if you can't receive well when a man does something for you or when he leads and you don't appreciate him, the truth is that he feels like it is not enough. And that can lead him in that mode of not wanting to do it again. So learning how to receive, and again, the receiving is not about telling him thank you, it's deeper than that. Learning to actually receive the support and the leadership and the grace that he gives you is going to be life-changing, because when you receive that, he feels your energy. And with that energy, even if you don't say a word, even if you don't say thank you, he is inspired to step up. He is inspired to do more, and he's inspired to become better for you, even if he is not at his best right now. So this is how you are going to inspire the men in your life to lead, especially if you're a boss babe, so that you can come back from work and you lay down and you actually rest. You actually don't have to think about dinner. You don't have to think about what we are going to do tomorrow, the date, the vacations. You can actually come back and relax and say, you know what? I know that my man got it all figured out, or my brothers, or I don't have to worry about opening my door, carrying out the trash. My brother is going to do this for me because he is here to support me, and I trust his leadership. I trust that he's going to do it and he's going to do it right. So that is literally how you let the men lead, and they make your life so effortless. So it's time for you to heal that masculine wound, their wound against the masculine, because when you have a wound against the masculine, you can't actually be able to let the man lead. So if you're ready for that level of work to fully heal, do all your deep trauma healing work, and actually embody your feminine energy and learn how to lead, build a business from a feminine place and make money and lead from a feminine place as the true boss babe that you are, as the rich boss babe that you are, as the goddess that you are, then shoot me a DM. And of course, I'm going to ask you a few questions to see and know exactly where you are. And from there, we are going to see if we're fit to work together. And I'm going to share with you all the beautiful things that we can do to change your life. Thank you so much. And of course, I'm grateful that you watched this video. Let me know in the comment what you learned and what your thoughts are. And if you struggle with anything, let me know in the comment and I will do a video on that. I'm sending you lots of love and have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.